Hello traders, and welcome to day 2 of the BlastChart video training series. My name is Joshua Gore, and I will be your video training guide for day 2. We will be building on what you already learned about BlastChart search pane from the day 1 training video. Our focus today will be on managing your favorites. You will learn how to organize your stocks, search across many exchanges, apply filters, sorting and grouping, view quick statistics, and change color schemes, all of which will make you a more efficient trader. If you haven't already, fire up BlastChart and let's begin training day 2. Favorites, also called watch lists, are short lists of stocks that interest you. Creating favorites makes it easy for you to manage, research, and track the movement of each stock. BlastChart will automatically create lists for each exchange you've subscribed to. But since these lists can contain thousands of symbols, finding stocks that potentially interest you can be a little difficult. This is where using favorites can make your trading easier. Favorites are displayed in a hierarchical tree list in the search pane, as shown on the left. Each favorites list can have multiple sublists, and each sublist can contain multiple symbols. For example, you could have a favorites list called tech stocks, and in that hierarchy you can add trading and watching as sublists. Selecting a favorites list will display all of the symbols within the list below in a sortable and color-coded table called the symbols list. Creating and managing custom favorites lists is a simple and easy process. To create a favorites list, right-click in the Favorites tab and select Add Root Item. This will create a new root item in the tree list, just like exchanges. To rename a favorites list, left-click on the item once. This will make the text editable. After renaming your list, press Enter or click anywhere on the screen to save it. You can also remove lists from the favorites tree. Highlight any item by left-clicking on it, then right-click to bring up the favorites menu. Choose Delete Item and confirm the deletion. If you delete a parent list, then any sublist belonging to it will also be deleted. Creating multiple sublists is also a quick and easy process. This is an effective way to organize your stocks so that you can work with them. When I trade, I like to set up my favorites in 2 lists, one for stocks I'm currently trading and one for stocks that I'm watching. I then create a sublist of my trading list called About to Exit and add any stocks that I'm about to stop trading into this list. I also create a sublist from my watching favorites for those stocks that I think are about to turn. Breaking the list down to this level makes it easy for me to regularly check the movements of these stocks so that I can place my orders at the best price possible. Here's how I do it. First, I create my root item, which relates to the industry or sector of the stocks that I'm about to add. I'll call this one Tech Stocks. And then I add my 2 favorites lists, Trading Stocks and Watching Stocks. Next, I create a sublist for the stocks that I'm about to stop trading, and then another sublist for those stocks that I think are about to turn. Right now, my favorites are just empty lists. As you can see, they don't contain any symbols. Adding symbols to favorites lists is also a simple process. To add symbols into any favorites list, simply select the list by left-clicking on it, then right-click to bring up the favorites menu, and finally click Add Symbols. BlastChart will open the Add Symbols window. If you know the symbols for stocks that you want to add, you can type the symbols one per line into the text box. If you don't know the exact symbol for a stock, but you know some characters of it, you can type the characters into the symbol search box and then click to insert the symbol into the paste box. Once you have all your symbols in the text box, click the Add to List button. As you can see, BlastChart has now added all of the symbols that I entered into my new favorites list. There are also many other ways of adding symbols into your favorites. Training Day 1 showed how, after reviewing a news article on recommended stocks, I was able to copy a comma-separated list of symbols into the text box. BlastChart was able to filter out the white space and commas and add the stocks into the favorites list. Occasionally, the same symbol can exist in different exchanges. To handle this, BlastChart allows you to specify which exchange the symbol resides in by using the format of symbol, exchange. As with the case of MDF, it appears in both the Amex and New York exchanges. I want to watch only the New York stock, so I'll type in MDF, NYSE and add it to my favorites. BlastChart is also smart enough not to add duplicate symbols to the same favorites list. For example, I already have Microsoft added to my favorites list. If I try to add Microsoft again, BlastChart will not duplicate the symbol. BlastChart also will not add symbols that do not exist in any of the exchanges that you have subscribed to. Removing symbols from a favorites list is a similar process to adding symbols. To remove symbols from a favorites list, enter the symbols into the text box by any means you like, and then click Remove from List. I want to remove Microsoft and Agilent from my list, so I'll enter those symbols into my paste box and click Remove from List. As you can see, BlastChart has removed these symbols from my favorites list. The Pull from List option is also a quick way to load all symbols from the currently selected favorites list into the text box. This will allow you to quickly remove all symbols from the list or copy the symbols for whatever use you want. A faster way to remove individual symbols from a favorites list is to right-click on the symbol to bring up the Symbol Context menu and press Delete. You can also move symbols between lists or copy them via the Symbol Context menu. The Filter tab allows you to quickly search for stocks across all exchanges that you have subscribed to via the BlastChart website. You can search by symbol, name, sector, industry, exchange, and any combination of these. Using any of these filters will update the symbols list in the search pane. Let's apply that to a real-world trading situation. News reports often mention which industries are performing well. For example, if I heard that a new gold or oil deposit had been discovered somewhere, I would apply the mining industry filter so that I could look at all the stocks in this industry and perform my normal process of researching and creating watch lists. To remove a filter, simply delete the filter text or choose a blank filter from the drop-down menu. The info panel displays quick statistics on a currently selected stock. It shows the symbol code, the exchange, the company's industry and sector, the last date the stock was traded, the open, high, low, close and volume of the last bar of data, the change in amount and percentage from the previous day, and finally, the volume. BlastChart also features a 15-minute delayed quote for each symbol that includes the last traded price, change from the previous quote, current bid, and the current ask. The symbols list displays all stocks in a currently selected favorites list. All information shown in the info panel is displayed here for each symbol, plus additional details such as the last ask, bid, and sale prices. These symbols can be sorted, filtered, and grouped. To sort a list of symbols, click on any column heading. You can click the same heading again to sort the symbols in the reverse order. To filter the list of symbols, click on the filter icon in any column and select the filter you want to apply. To remove a specific filter, choose the All option. Symbols can also be grouped based on columns. If your grouping panel is not shown, right-click anywhere on the symbols list and choose Show Group By. Then click and drag any column header into the grouping panel. BlastChart will group all the symbols in a new layout. To undo grouping, drag the column header off the grouping panel and back onto the symbols list. Alternatively, you can right-click on the symbols list and choose Reset Layout. Resetting the layout will undo all filtering, grouping, and sorting that you have applied and return all settings back to the original BlastChart defaults. The symbols list is color-coded based on your coloring strategy. Currently, my strategy compares the open price to the close price of the last day of data I have. You can also change the strategy to compare the most current day's close to the previous day's close. BlastChart defaults to display red for down days, green for up days, and white for neutral days. These colors are completely customizable, So if you wanted blue for neutral days and magenta for up days, you could display the chart that way by editing the properties found in the symbols context menu. So there you have it, traders. We've learned about BlastChart's search pane in detail and how you can organize your stocks into favorites, search for stocks across different exchanges, and apply symbol list filtering, sorting, and grouping. If you have any questions or comments about today's training video, please visit BlastChart's online community forums. Thanks for watching, and here's to your trading success.